and welcome to the 49th episode of the 30s podcast. My name is Clint.
Uncle Marcus.
What up, Uncle Marcus?
What's going on, Clint?
Oh my God, we have producer Caesar with us.
Hi, everybody.
Holy guacamole, Batman. Number 49?
49, baby.
Stop it.
It keeps going. It keeps going.
We're not stopping yet
No, not yet.
on a hot streak.
Yeah.
49 in a row. Wow.
Yeah, 50 next week.
Shoot, what are we going to do? Should we do anything?
You have anything you planned you want to do special?
I just
Reveal a
thought
secret?
about it 10 minutes
secret?
ago. A secret? What kind of secret?
Reveal the secret. I don't know.
Reveal. We're gonna next week. We're gonna reveal the biggest secret in my life.
Oh, damn. Wow.
Hype it up
Now
really
you have
high,
to follow up.
and it's like, yeah. So I got this mole on the side.
I don't know if they want to hear that.
Probably not.
Let's keep that
Not high
a
content.
secret.
Not high content.
No,
Maybe secrets are good then.
maybe.
Maybe you shouldn't know everything.
I don't think you should.
I don't think you should. Secrets, they're really helpful. I feel like we don't get to have as many secrets nowadays
What do you mean?
because of social media
Well,
and sharing on the.
But that's
do you
all-
share? Do you share a location with anybody?
with one person.
Wait, who? Wait,
Or
it's not me.
It's not you. We don't.
It's
we
not
don't
me.
share a location. He gives me his location. He doesn't have mine.
Oh, I know who this is
Yeah,
now.
it's our friend,
It's our friend.
friend of the show, Kyler. And I think it happened as he was sharing someone else's location. That's before I knew. This is a long time ago. Before I knew it was a thing. And he was like, "Oh yeah, here's what it is." And then he shared it with me. I did not share it with him. And so I didn't even know that I had his location until like a few weeks ago. I lost my AirPods, so I went onto the Find My thing and to ping my AirPods because they were in the room somewhere, but I didn't know where they were. And then it had people on there for like you can find people, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I clicked on it, and it was him, and he was like driving around somewhere. It's like, oh, interesting. He doesn't have mine though.
No.
No, I wouldn't share my location with somebody. The only one I could possibly think about sharing my location with would be my dad because
Yeah.
he's old.
Yeah.
So like sometimes you have to know where they're at. They're bopping around somewhere.
He bops. Yeah, he does bop.
He bops. So no, I don't. Do you share your location with anybody?
Our friend.
You see, he has your
'Cause-
location.
Well, yeah, that's also because I don't have like much family around here. So if I was face down in a ditch, he would know.
How would he know? It
That's
doesn't
the-
show. It shows you.
It would show my location, and it would show me off the side of a road
In a ditch.
in a ditch.
It would. It's not like
The
it's like a drone shot of you. It'd just be like, oh, he's on Euclid.
Well, you would see like, oh, is he on Euclid or is he like off in the ravine to the side of it? You could see that.
I don't know if it's that accurate.
It's pretty. It's a map.
Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
It's
like,
pretty
Shut up.
pretty
Susan.
clutch.
You don't even know.
You dumb bitch.
Actually, it's pretty accurate.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know how comfortable I am sharing my location.
But did I tell you about the time it wasn't a date. I mean, it was like a friend date with this girl.
Before you get to this, or is this about location?
Yeah.
Okay. Before you say that, though, it is a little strange sometimes because the way I was introduced to it through our other friend was that someone else that tracked his location saw where he was and then felt the need to be like, oh, thanks for the invite kind of a thing.
Yeah, the FOMO.
So like that kind of thing is like, okay, easy,
Yeah.
because you'd have to go onto that app and find the person and be like, oh, I wonder where my friend's at. And they're
Yeah.
like, oh, they're at the Improv and they didn't invite me. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean that feeds into the whole social media post where we are all the time shit, where it's like we don't need to know all that.
Yeah.
And it should be a moment by moment thing where I would like some help. Like my car is busted down on the side of the road. I should share my location now.
Right.
But if you see that I'm out on a date or something, like I'm doing something fun and it's not with you,
Get over
like
it.
just suck it up.
Yeah.
You weren't gonna
Don't make it
come.
about you.
Yeah. Yeah, they make it about you.
Yeah,
about
don't make
them.
it about you.
Let me enjoy myself.
That's all FOMO is. It's making
Yeah.
it about you. It's like, what if
FOMO.
I wanted to spend time with somebody else or do this thing and do you have to be included in everything that I'm doing?
Yeah.
No.
I almost want people to know what I'm doing so that I could be like,
So do I.
so that I
Sometimes
could be
I
like,
do that. Be like,
yeah,
Like, I was at this place having a good time.
And guess how I got here? I didn't have to listen to anybody else, just me.
Sounds very specific.
I made the call. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes for somebody else. I didn't have to. It could be anybody.
Yeah, it could be anybody.
Anybody. Damn it, Katie. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow.
No, I'm just kidding. But yeah,
okay.
I did a solo Angels game yesterday. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But I was also like, I thought of like inviting you, but then I knew that you don't like sports.
Yeah.
And I thought of inviting some other people, but I'm like, no, it's a 1:00 game. I'm just gonna go.
Just go. Yeah.
And it was pretty fun. I
You
made
have
some
to
friends.
wait around too. Be like,
Yeah.
I can go, but later. It's like, I want to go right now.
This is the thing. So
Man.
like the fear of being alone at a place, that I don't feel that anymore. Like
No.
I don't have that like I need to be around people. They need to come with me because there's just such peace when you're just there, not having to worry about another person.
Yeah.
Like that alone feels amazing.
It was just nice to, I don't know, just do your own thing sometimes.
Yeah, and it was worth it. And it's like a quick game because now baseball games are short now because of the pitch count. So before the pitcher was like, looking like taking his
Do the-
sweet ass
don't they do
time
the-
to throw the
I don't know
ball.
what this is supposed to be.
Yeah, he's like
Do the
2,
hand signals?
3, 5, fish, and
Fish.
they would take forever to throw the ball, but now it's 20 seconds to throw the ball, so it actually goes by pretty quick.
Good.
And if they don't make it by the time the clock goes
You're out.
off, it's a strike,
Oh. Wait. Oh, okay.
like against the pitcher.
Wait.
Like
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
So-
didn't they start like because some people would come out and they would get like applause and that would interfere with the 20 seconds, so they would get
that
strikes.
too. Yeah,
So they're just like, hurry the fuck
shut
up.
up.
yeah. Just go, just go. But I brought my journal with me yesterday because that's like I also so on my trip to Alabama I left my journal at home, and I realized how much I'm like used to writing every day.
So you got back from Alabama. You went to
Yeah.
Alabama.
Went to Alabama.
Okay.
I have some airplane stories, but either way, like I loved riding at the baseball game.
Okay.
I love sitting there riding. Like, you know, when they do the huddles, when they meet up, it's usually when the pitcher's doing bad.
Mhm.
They have these huddles, and it's like the coach comes out, everybody in the
Like,
infield comes in.
You all suck. It's not inspirational, right?
Yeah, they're like, so what's going on? Are you okay?
yeah.
That was like 5 balls in a row.
Mm.
What's going on? It's bases loaded. What else he knows he's not doing good. What can you really say to somebody when you're up there?
Suck it up.
So yeah,
Get your
like
head in the game.
it's really, hey, we're going to replace you soon.
Yeah.
And that's the second huddle. The second
Yeah.
huddle is,
Like, if
see?
you don't get your shit together, you're out of here.
You're gone.
Yeah.
It's over. So that was fun.
It's over.
But so I flew out to my brother Brett's graduation,
Mhm.
and I flew out on Thursday night on a red eye before Cinco de Mayo.
Okay.
And I had no idea that the airport would be so busy for freaking Cinco de Mayo.
I wouldn't think that either.
There was a line at the Ontario airport, and because people were talking, there was this group of ladies who were like, why is it so busy? And I'm like, well, I'm going to a graduation. I don't know about you. And they're like, well, we're going to do Cinco de Mayo in Florida. And I'm like, well, it's you then.
Yeah.
You're the reason why it's a long line. It's
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
And then someone else was like, oh, we're going to Vegas. And I'm like, oh, 45 minutes. That's actually pretty quick. You could get to Vegas on a 9 o'clock flight and then be there at 9:45.
Yeah. Have you never done that before?
Not,
Oh, you haven't
not
been
at
to
night.
Vegas.
Well, I haven't been since I was 21.
Yeah, we drove for your birthday. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've flown to Vegas a few times, and I did like the day, came back that day.
Yeah, that's
on a flight.
really great.
I went in the morning, hung out for a bit, and came back at night. And it was just like great.
Yeah. So then, yeah, Vegas is cool. But then, I'm in line.
It'd be funny
And-
if that lady was like, why is it so crowded? And she's got on like the whatever, the Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo stuff.
But like everyone else in there does too. It's like, what's taking? Why is this? Like,
I don't understand it.
You're wearing the marker for why is this so busy in here?
Might as well have an
inflatable
arrow.
like palm tree with her, like a giant maraca on this side.
Your margarita.
Yeah, she's drinking a margarita.
How'd you get that through the line? What are you doing?
Just imagine like in Arrested Development, how Lucille Bluth has the martini.
Yeah.
She's like, my friend, Lucille Ostero. She's just spilling it everywhere while she's talking. That's how I imagine these ladies.
Why is this such a busy line?
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
So I'm in line.
Airports.
I'm in line at the Ontario airport, just putting my clothes and stuff through the checkpoint.
Okay.
And I'm stopped because this woman, over heavy set, blonde Karen.
Okay. Is the heavy set part important?
Yes.
Okay.
Heavy set, blonde Karen. Heavy set is important because she was a person who's riding around in a scooter. She can walk. She proved.
Scoot.
Yeah, she proved she could walk because she had to get out of it at one point to do the pat down. Hello.
Oh.
And so she cuts the line because she's like, oh, they told me I have to go to the front of the line, so I have to go. So she ditches her daughter.
They never tell you that.
I know. I'm just like, okay, Karen. I don't have my phone on me because my phone's through the security check.
Yeah.
So I have nothing else to like distract me or
Record what's about to
entertain
go down.
or record what's about to happen. I'm so
Yeah.
mad. So mad that my phone was in that thing. Urgh.
Okay.
So she scoots up in front of everybody, wobbles into the X-ray thing, and then goes on to complain as like me and these other people are going through and her family's still in the back.
Uh-huh.
She's like, why can't my daughter come up here? And I'm like, well, she's not the one on the stupid scooter, dummy. Like, what, do you think that you could just like bypass the line and then have your crew come with you? You should have waited with them. This is bad parenting.
Yeah.
Bad parent. And she dropped something. She dropped like her daughter's
A hot dog.
bag.
Sorry.
She dropped a hot dog right out of her bra. It just came slow.
Out of her bra.
Because she's like, they're not going to check up here, right?
Imagine a fat lady just like, and a hot dog just falls off of their person. Like,
And she had on a bunch of like Disney World stuff.
my God, this
So
is getting
my
worse.
head goes right to Wally. This is not helping you, lady. Come on. And she's sitting there complaining about how, oh, I wouldn't have dropped my daughter's bag onto the ground if they were all just up here in the line with me. And I'm like, I don't think that's how this works.
Yeah.
So I looked at the TSA, one of the TSA ladies, and I'm like, she's fun. She just gave me these eyes of like, ugh.
She's fun.
That was great.
They deal with those people all the time, though. That's probably one
those
of
ones?
one of the easier things they've had to deal with in TSA.
The Wally Karens.
Yeah, I don't know. Those though, like, there's obviously people that need to use those scoots, but there's obviously ones that don't. And when
Yeah.
you see them, you're like, like, what?
And then, so that woman goes through, and then 3 other scooters of elderly people that do
Yeah.
belong on a scooter pass by me, and I'm like, am I just in the scooter line? I picked the wrong one. That's when you're like, I really picked the wrong line.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Really, I'm in the wrong one. Can I just move somewhere else? And then you don't know what time it is
Yeah.
because your phone's through the security check.
That's what you gotta get at.
There's nothing. Ugh. It was rough. But then the graduation is interesting because graduation, it feels like the last like super religious thing that's not a church event.
Okay.
And I mean, it was probably started by the church
Yes.
where they're all dressed up in robes and they have like a
Yeah.
weird scepter. It's like, where'd this scepter come
Yeah.
from? This scepter came from the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a Auburn University.
Scepter.
This is our magic scepter of home ec, whatever it could be. I don't know.
home ec.
I don't know.
Magic scepter.
Magic
home ec.
scepter. And
That's
the
what Auburn's known for. Home ec.
home ec. And then the
How to sew, make bake pies.
because it's technically like an engineering school. And so my brother Brett got an engineering
Economics.
degree, and the head professor is this large man.
On a scooter?
Not on a scooter.
Okay.
He was good. He was good. And he was dripping
Oh, he had the
with
drip.
jewelry. He had drip jewelry on. He had like freaking. He looked like the king, like King Charles,
Wow.
dripping in.
He's coming up later.
He's like, oh my, King Charles. He had a just amazing jewelry.
Uh-huh.
He had like it was just gold, black and gold.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, but the whole time when like the professors are walking up, I just wish there was commentary on that.
It's just in silence.
You know, so today we have, because then you know what's going to happen next is they're all going to walk up. They walk up to the graduation song. They sit down,
Uh-huh.
and then they go over all those people who are then just going to stand up again. And this is the education professor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sits down. This one's another professor. Sits down. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. It's like we
church.
could have. It's like church.
Yeah.
It is. And there's no band, and we're inside the basketball arena.
Yeah.
Already, you know, there's something more fun that could be happening.
Yeah.
There's something way better than this.
How long was it?
It was long. It was like 2 hours
2 hours of a bunch of random people you don't know.
that I don't know.
Walking
waiting
around.
for one person that you know.
That sucks.
As the names are read, and it's like Ixby Alidocious,
Yeah.
come on up. Elemento PQRS.
Have you
Here we go.
seen videos of people mispronouncing names? At those,
I don't know.
I only know of one, but it's like her name was like Julie something, but the teacher's like Julie Jerkoff. Sorry, Johnson or something. We'll have to add it right
Sorry,
here.
Johnson.
Julie Jerkoff. Oh my god, I meant whatever.
Oh my
It's
god.
interesting. Did your brother want to do it?
Graduate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do the ceremony, like graduate, whatever.
I guess
but
so.
Have to sit through that arduous, like, ugh.
I think so. It looked like he was having fun.
Okay.
We were sitting there, and this girl saved like 4 seats by us. And the engineering major is the most popular degree at the university because it's like an engineering school.
So
And
there it's the basic.
the base. That's the
Okay.
basic degree.
It's the
there.
basics.
And so constantly before it started, all these people are like, "Are y'all saving those seats over there? Are y'all saving it?" She is. So my brother Jake was like, "Nope, not us. Them.
Yeah.
We got here earlier. We are already sitting in the seats."
Yeah.
But that poor girl, she just kept having that happen. And then out of nowhere, this 21-year-old dude like jumps up to those seats and is like, "I found the spots. Come on in, family." And we're like, "Hey, whoa, dude.
Yeah.
She's saving those spots." I'm not like trying to help her at all. But like, you can't just like zoom in like freaking Peter Pan over here.
Or you can.
He tried. He was like, "Off to Neverland, family. We're right here." And he was like, he said, "I have people ready to go and sit down." And I'm like, "Oh, I guess that's
Take it
all
up with her.
That's all I needed to hear." "Oh, you have a fresh group of people?" You said a fresh group.
Fresh group.
I was like,
I mean, there is a
What?
point to like saving seats where it's like, we're all here on time. So we should get these seats. Yeah, you're
get
here early
that.
and you're saving it, but like, so how long was she saving them?
it's till like right before it started.
So give me
So
a time
that's
frame.
kind of annoying, like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's too long. If it's like 5 minutes, like, oh, they're in the bathroom. They're coming.
Yeah.
It's like, no, this whole group is already here. They should get that spot. Sorry, lady. You guys weren't on time.
She did her best.
You weren't on time. No, she wasn't. She was on time. The rest of the group wasn't.
I think that family doesn't deserve her.
I don't know if I go that far. They just disown her for not saving the seats of the third cousin's graduation. No, she deserved her seat.
She
for
deserved
sure.
better.
She deserved her seat.
Yeah. To not,
Not
get
the other.
assaulted
4 saved seats of the people not present. So
by some punk kid.
yeah. Did you have any barbecue?
Yeah.
How was it?
So somehow the best barbecue I had was at Buc-ee's. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
Do they have that here?
No.
Then no. I've never been to a Buc-ee's. I know that.
Like, oh yeah, that one time.
Yeah.
You would remember it.
Do they have that in Hollywood?
Are they in Hollywood?
No.
Is that on Wiltern?
I've never been to the South. I've been to Florida. Been to Tampa. That's the last episode. Been to Tampa and to Orlando, but we didn't have any barbecue. I don't think that's the South anyway. That's the furthest south I've been in this country. So no, I've never been to a Buc-ee's.
Because Buc-ee's is a gas station
Okay.
that is a wonderland inside.
I hear some of the gas stations in the South are crazy.
Yeah, it's the crazy one.
There's like
the biggest
so
one.
Buc-ee's. There's one called Come and Go with C-U-M.
You're kidding.
Or K-U-M and Go.
Oh. How is K any better?
I don't think it is.
Oh.
There's one that's got is it Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, yeah.
That's like a gas station, right?
Piggly Wiggly. I think that's like
Or
a
is it
grocery
just a
store.
grocery store. Okay. Maybe there's one that has a chicken. That's the mascot.
Huh.
I don't know.
Maybe.
But yeah, I've seen stuff online, like pictures of their gas stations. They look almost like amusement parks.
It is.
Amusement parks.
And because it had better food than fast food.
Okay.
Because it had a chicken sandwich that I thought might be better than Chick-fil-A. Shots fired.
If you like Chick-fil-A.
If you like Chick-fil-A, he doesn't care.
Like you said, shots fired, and I'm like,
Not to me.
Chick-fil-A's all right.
And they had a brisket sandwich.
Okay.
That was really good. I'd like it's weird because when I think of Buc-ee's, I think this because it seemed like a quick service thing, but like food like at Disneyland, you know.
Mm.
But somehow
Overpriced,
a little
but
bit
cheap
better.
quality?
It was kind of overpriced too.
Yeah.
That was kind of sad. But it's brand new in Auburn.
Okay.
So that's the place where the kids go. They literally had a school bus pull up. And they had the high schoolers going to Buc-ee's for their field trip.
Their field trip?
Yeah.
What else is there to do besides eat? And
Shop.
pump gas?
Pump gas, eat,
Eat, shop. It's
Yeah.
like a gift shop?
chocolate and candy, if fudge. There's a giant gift shop,
Okay.
clothes and shit.
Why are you guys there?
Well, I had to see it. Not much else to do there.
Okay. I don't know. Let's all go down to Buc-ee's. Was it
We went
crowded?
down to Buc-ee's. Yes. Lord.
Kind of sad in a way. But I
Kinda.
mean, that's all there is to do, I guess.
Mhm.
I don't know.
Well, because in our head, we think gas station. We think, I don't want to go inside.
We go
Yeah.
to the gas pump and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe grab us a drink inside.
Maybe.
We're not hanging out at the gas station. Don't use the
Yeah.
restrooms.
Yeah.
There's no brisket sandwich at a gas station.
It'd be weird if there was. It'd be weird if
They have
it's
old
just so
sushi
weird.
at some of them, or old hot dogs. Speaking of hot dogs.
Ooh, right in the bra.
But yeah, no, that's interesting.
So that's pretty great. And then, of course, Atlanta airport leaving was an hour-long wait before the security check.
Okay.
So the line was crazy, which was I really thought there were going to be more people freaking out.
Oh,
But it was funny though, because as I'm like walking through the line, and I made friends with this couple behind me, because we were watching as these two walk by, and the girl's like, you know what, Bob, you're such a kind soul. I'm really glad I met you today. Like they had this great bonding moment in the hour-long line.
yeah.
And then they're like making their departure away
Such
from
an
each other.
interesting dynamic because that's in the South, so people are nice to each other. Or like if I was getting on a plane here out of LAX, I'm not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm not making friends with anybody. My AirPods are firmly in my ears. My head is down. If I'm waiting in an hour line, I'm not talking to Bob behind me.
You're not talking to
No.
anybody. You want to talk to
no.
anybody?
Maybe if I was so I always get a drink in the airport. That's
Mm-hmm.
just part of the experience. So like if I was at the bar top and having a beer and there was someone next to me, maybe, but usually not.
Yeah.
I have a book or something. I don't like to be disturbed.
I liked people watching.
Yeah.
I really like people watching because you had a moment like that where like, oh, they made a real friendship connection.
Yeah.
And then you also had this chick left line and came back, and this like scruffy looking long haired guy with glasses was like, "You're not getting your spot back."
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh my god, it's happening! It's really happening! Everyone look!
Yeah.
He's being a dick about it."
Did she get her spot back?
She did.
Okay.
I was like, "Oh wow."
So nothing happened.
So it didn't. So you're full of shit, sir.
Yeah. I don't like talking to people usually, but I feel like I don't know what it is. I think it might be my eyes. Feel the need to talk to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Or maybe because part of my job too is having to put like a certain amount of charisma out there. But like, I don't like it when I'm approached in the wild and someone's just like feels the need to start a conversation. I'm rare. I never really say like, "Oh, fuck off," but I'll give like "Oh," like I'll give a little bit and try to subtly hint as like, "I don't want to talk," but it doesn't always work out.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I just accepted it that I'm going to have to talk to them now.
Yeah, but do you like it?
I like it now. Do you want to know why I like it?
Sure.
Fuck.
No.
Wall.
Moving on.
Hit. Drop.
Yeah.
Ball. Inflated. Deflated. Well, because I'm sick of Instagram and shit. I'm sick of my phone. I'm sick of only talking to people on this stupid black box.
No.
I want to talk to real people and I want to experience life. Life experienced right in front of me.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Like those are the moments that you'd talk about in stand up. Like craziness. And you're not going to talk about like what your friend did on her trip to Bali.
Depends
like I don't
what
know.
they did.
On stage?
Maybe. But if you saw a friend eat shit, I don't know, get into a fight with somebody over like stupid drunk stuff.
Maybe, but it's not personal. Stuff that happens to you is better.
Maybe to you. I don't know.
This is how it works.
Yeah. No, I get enough of that at work. That's why I'm usually like turned off when I'm not working. Turned off.
But
like
it's also because you're in line before you get to the airplane. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking I need to save all the juice on my phone for the flight.
Oh, okay.
So that's another reason of like,
with the thrift.
I don't want to use it up too much.
Okay, that makes sense.
That too.
A couple days ago at work, I just was not having like a chatty day, and some lady, it was relatively early in the day, but I was like wiping something down, and she was like, "Oh, how's your afternoon?" I just went like, "Good," and just like kept going, and she was just like, "No." I don't do that often, but for what, like in that moment, I just was like, "Not today, lady," or "Not right now." And then I think later on in her experience, it was like, "Oh, would you do the thing earlier?" Like, made it a little bit better. But it's weird how sometimes, I don't know about you, but I'm just like not in the mood to talk to anybody. It's just, yeah, we get like that sometimes.
I saw something that it was like a pin, sort of like a Disney pin, and it had, I think it's for like a teacher or something, where it had like green smiley faces, and then it went to red, and it's like my energy meter
Like a gauge.
You just put that on your chest, and you'd be like, "It's that red. I can't talk."
Yeah.
Nope. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm out.
I wish there was like a do not disturb sign that you could wear.
Yeah.
Well, normally that's the headphones.
Yeah.
You would think if you're in public and you got both headphones on, that means do not talk to me.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes people still do.
True.
And it's like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, and you're like, yes. And they're like, did you see what happened over on the freeway before we got in here? And you're like,
Before we got in here.
you're like, no. And they do it again. And you're like, oh, yeah. They're like, it was a pretty bad crash out there, wasn't it? And we're like, oh my God.
I want to watch a show where it's just Marcus getting bugged by people everywhere he goes.
Yeah, I'm pretty
like
good
Larry David.
I'm not Larry David. That guy's a dickhead. Even though I like Larry David, I'm pretty good about kind of just like rolling, like, oh yeah. Like, it's hard for me. Okay. It's hard for me to be like mean, quote, to people I don't know.
Oh.
It's easier for me to do it to people that I do know.
Right.
I'm kind of able to do it more in like a fun way.
Mm-hmm.
But if some random person comes up to me and is like, just like genuinely trying to talk, I can't be like, fuck off,
Ooh,
It's just
that'd be
like,
hot. Coming in hot here.
even though I
This
feel
guy.
it sometimes,
Jeez.
I'm just like, I can't do it. Can't do it.
You shouldn't. Yeah, you
Yeah.
probably shouldn't do that.
You probably shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll try it next time.
Good luck.
Oh, ooh.
Good luck out there.
Anything else happen out there?
I mean that. Yeah, it was because I was hanging out with just the family. Not having my journal, it did really impact me though.
Okay.
So I was like, I have so much to write now.
Yeah.
I need to write. I need to
Don't
do
take
it.
your journal for granted.
Exactly.
Okay, so that new Guardians of the Galaxy movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it. Did you watch it?
I loved it.
He loved it. What did you love about it?
I loved how I was able to somehow relate to a raccoon
Oh.
on a human level. I love how James Gunn uses music
Oh,
in
that
his
was great.
movies.
Yeah, that was great.
I love how he just does it. Because I was listening to the soundtrack for weeks before it came out, and I was like, "Oh, Creep is probably the opening song somehow." And then Since You've Been Gone, I really like that one. That's got to be like a traveling song where they're like going to start the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
And I love how they'll have it be like, "Oh well, we're listening to Star-Lord listening to the song, or we're listening to it like it's playing all around the room and nowhere, or it's just on a headphone bead." Like it's just like it's used so well that I do that when I'm writing now.
Mhm.
Or if I'm writing a movie, I like to put in songs, even though it's like, oh, it's probably not going to be the song because probably not going to ever make this for Disney or something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still fun to do, to write with music.
Mhm.
Pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like they acted their butts off.
I agree.
There's some good act. I'm like, okay, Chris Pratt, here you are.
Bradley Cooper, I think he sold
Bradley Cooper. Yeah, I think he was one of the goats.
it. Yeah.
The goat.
No, he was the
Best.
raccoon.
He was the
It was a raccoon. Yeah.
yeah.
He was a raccoon. Really awesome,
There are no goats
cute,
in this movie.
cuddly.
Maybe
open-
in that city there was a goat man hybrid thing.
Yeah.
Good hybrid.
Okay.
Did you like it,
Anything else?
Marcus?
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I liked it.
Fine?
Yeah, it was fine.
Fine? What do you mean fine?
Okay. To preface, with
a drink.
the Marvel stuff, I've kind of been off of it for a long time anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like most of the stuff they've been doing is pretty whack, so I've
Yeah.
been kind of like, whatever. But I wanted to see this one, just to see how it ended. So I went into it and it was fine. I had nothing really bad to say about it. It's just okay. So before going into the movie, 'cause I saw it after a few days after it came out. I saw a bunch of articles online about animal abuse in the movie.
Yeah.
And I read 2 of them, and they had both kind of said like, if you're sensitive to that, or if you have little kids, maybe don't, just be aware of that before going in. And I was like, ugh, like I don't want to see animals get hurt or anything like that. Nobody does. So then when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is nothing. Like this isn't.
It's all implied.
Yeah, it's either implied. Okay, so yeah, 1, it's implied. 2, it's like, well, they're all CGI animals anyway. They're not.
Yeah, there's no real animal in the movie.
I don't know if that's the adult in me, but I'm like, well, I think if you want to argue that, it's more sick that there's someone in a studio animating in this, if anything.
Yeah.
If you want to get like philosophical about it. So whatever. And then 3, it's like, nothing really happened to them. They were just kind of, the ones had like the mechanical body parts and stuff, but they weren't like being like smashed against a table. Like that's what I had expected, like visceral animal abuse and like, shrieking in pain and like getting their arms ripped off and stuff. It was none of that.
Damn.
So
There was one scene that was pretty like, oh shit! Like when it all goes down, it's not. It is implied, but it is kind of like this. It's pretty dark. Like what's happening? You know what I'm saying? I don't want to spoil it, but there's when the guy when he shoots the other animals and then there's the rabbit's like we gotta go or whatever.
Oh,
that was a little bit like jarring because it's like it's such an innocent sounding voice and it's like scared for their life or whatever, her life, whatever it was.
Yeah,
that was a little weird, but that was like the weirdest thing.
Yeah, okay, maybe. But it was fine. The thing with the Guardians movies is that I don't really connect with any of those characters. Like I don't. Maybe Nebula and Drax a little bit, just because and maybe Mantis, because they just kind of say things that people don't understand. Oh. So maybe them that they fully understand, but the people around them are like, what the fuck? So maybe connect with them, but like the other characters, not really too much. So like I don't really have like a. I don't really hold the movies in that special place. Oh. Maybe some people do, but they're still good.
I definitely do because I feel like I would have made the movie for the same reason that James Gunn does, where he feels like he's alone and he feels like he's a freak and he feels like he's got nobody. So then to have a team of similar freaks with you kind of makes you feel good. And then this movie was pretty good at being able to say, like, you still have a purpose, even though you feel like you've been like, you've lost everything. The raccoon lost all his friends and everything, and he's at that point, but then you still have a purpose. And I really do believe in that. I think you do still have a purpose at the end. And it's just enough to, like, get you to keep going. So I get it. And then, yeah, and I'm sure I've been in a point where I've been drinking too much, like Star-Lord at the beginning, where then it, like, affects everything else. And I'm like, oh, shoot. All the drinking regrets, all the drinksiety.
I liked Gamora in this one better than the other movies.
Because she had no idea who they were and she was an asshole?
Yeah. She was kind of like, well, it just felt more like, I don't know, I just liked her better. I can't even tell you why. I didn't think she was an asshole, really. She just was like, I like that she kind of pointed out the problems in Peter.
A little bit,
just like, what do you do? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you holding me up to the, like, just fucking move on and do the thing? And he does, but I like that speech that she gave him when he was in the ship, and she was kind of just like, fuck you, get your shit together and just move on, because it's not, you can't cling on to the past like this. I'm not going to be what you need me to be. And then he does. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Because that's stuff that I've worked on myself, of trying to not put a relationship on a pedestal like that.
Yeah.
Because that's what he was doing. He was too obsessed with her to the point where it's like, okay, look.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen again.
None of the other friends told him that. Well, I think they did, actually. They were like...
they were all tired of it.
Like, they were tired of it. They're just like, he's not going to learn. But then you get Gamora in the room, and she's not tired of it yet.
Yeah.
And cut your ass down with her little sword thing. But she just pushes him into the wall instead.
Do you think the disconnect with... was there a point in the Marvel movies where you were, like, feeling that rush while you were watching it? Like, when was the last time you felt that in any of the series?
A rush?
Like the excitement and you were, like, invested more. So
I don't know, actually. It's been so long, because for so many years they've just kind of been like spectacle movies, which is fine. But they're good at that.
Yeah.
Like an emotional investment?
Yeah, or like, because, like watching, the end game when like they're having that final battle, you're like, oh shit, this is dope. And there hasn't been moments like that. Maybe in Spider-Man when they, when the 3 Spider-Men come out, stuff like that. But as those movies keep coming out, there's less moments like that, because we're getting older and we're getting fatigued from it, right? So was there like a big one that you really connected with?
I don't know. That's a good question. I've always kind of watched the movies as spectacle movies, but I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
It's cool seeing like all these characters come up on screen and just do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I never really put too much like emotional weight to the movies, because I never felt there was a lot of it there. Maybe Doctor Strange, I really kind of the spiritual kind of stuff about that, of like opening your third eye and just kind of like, I don't know, working on your, like, you're the most important thing when at the end of the day. Just like nurturing yourself. So maybe that, but I don't know. It's been a long time. Maybe Endgame. Even though I told you before, I liked Infinity War better than Endgame.
Yeah.
Because it was just more of like a...
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't so much happening at once.
Yeah.
I liked that final battle in that movie more than in Endgame. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. But I did like this movie. I'm not shitting on the movie.
No.
It's,
Which is like, what makes you feel things then?
That was gonna be my question.
If you're not going to feel things with this movie, where it's like, hey, piece of shit, you have a purpose. It's like, what's going to... Because I know we were talking earlier, and it's like...
Go ahead.
And it's like, well, they're trying to make you feel something. Right. But it's like, I think that's trying to make you feel something is always going to be better than... Here's the giant fireworks going off. And here's a super fight.
You're right. They're not the same thing. So you can't put them on the same pedestal like that. This is one thing. This is another thing. If you want to see spectacle, cool. If you want to go cry, cool. They're 2 different things. So I'm not saying one's better than the other.
Yeah.
I just, like, for this, because I've my emotions are very complicated anyway. So, like, I'm not going to get it from this. I'm not going to, like, seeing these people go through their shit it's entertaining, but I'm not gonna cry in it. Like nothing wrong with that.
No,
Like
no.
I'm not gonna. It's just I don't do that. I'm not gonna cry in the theater. I'm not gonna. I didn't feel like Rocket at all. I don't feel.
Then what?
I don't feel like
what
not.
does that for you?
Yeah, what relationship do you have with art?
Anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Do you know that you found that yet?
Well, what do you mean?
Something to relate to you on a core spirit level.
I don't know.
Huh.
I don't really. Maybe I don't know what
Interesting.
my core spirit is. But
Maybe.
so if we're talking about this movie, I didn't feel like Rocket at all.
Do you don't feel like a shithead?
Well,
Or like
not
a
but,
monster, like a freak?
no,
Ever?
not really.
No? No one's ever made fun of you?
Well, yeah, but that's who cares.
Yeah.
I get made
because
fun of-
I feel just alone all the time. Like
someone
I feel like
someone
I got
makes
no
fun
one
of me,
else.
I don't give a shit. That's about them.
Mhm.
It's not about me.
Yeah.
And what are they going to say? Like, oh, you. We'll say like you guys sometimes pick on me in here. I don't care. You can pick on me all you want. I'm going to go home and sleep well about it.
Yeah.
Or about my life. So let's keep it to this movie because that's such a broad question to
I know,
ask
we're
me that
getting
I'd have
deep.
to like
I don't know.
I'd have
It's
to like
just
come
like-
I have to come prepared with homework and be like, here's how I feel about these things because I don't really think about that kind of stuff.
It's just hard because it just seems like every person I've talked to is like, I cried at the damn raccoon, you know?
Well, that's fine.
So
I'm not
then-
like every person.
Yeah, I know. But it's
there's
like,
so many different types of people out there to where when you find one anomaly, it's not like, well, what's wrong with you? It's just this person is different.
yeah, there's also a point where it's like, okay, this chicken sandwich is good.
Again, I didn't say the chicken sandwich is bad. I don't know.
The metaphor.
I think you're hearing this as like he didn't like the movie because he didn't cry. That's not what I'm
I
saying.
just would like to know one thing out of anything.
Out of anything, okay.
One
Okay,
thing.
let's bring it back. Let's keep it in Guardians then.
It could be anything.
Let's just keep it here then. Let's keep it here then. The last movie, I was emotionally touched a lot more when Yondu gave up his life for Peter Quill
Yeah.
because that's my own dad stuff. But it's like,
There you go.
and then it was just so like natural in that movie where he was like, he's very much being a father figure to this guy. He doesn't really understand it, and he's like, you know what, I got to save him. And just he tells him at the end, like, yeah, I'm your dad.
Yeah.
And then like that was kind of pulled at me a little bit.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I thought
Yeah, that
like
was
if
heavy.
you wanted to, that
Yeah.
was pretty. I got a little welled up in that movie
Yeah.
at that part,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Like I don't know what you're trying to like get out of me here, other than
I don't
why
know.
didn't you?
I
Why
mean, that
didn't
was-
you
that
cry
was a
at the
good
movie?
one. Yeah.
No, that's exactly.
Yondu.
I think that's what.
Because
Yeah.
that's also how I feel like how Guardians is different than all the other Marvel stuff. Because I'm not feeling that when I'm watching Iron Man do stuff. Like even when he sacrificed himself, I'm still like, oh, okay. He got out of having to be in another movie.
Yeah,
Great for
So in
him.
that movie, you think about what was his contract again?
Yeah.
even
Did
Captain America.
he fulfill that 10 movie contract? Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that's what I'm thinking about now.
And I'm like, okay. Because his schedule was like on set 45 minutes, leave. And it's
Was
like,
it- oh, probably.
he really found a way to like get out of all work.
Yeah.
So that one, I'm like, oh, okay.
So you start crying for like the success story. It's like,
Oh man,
did it. Yeah.
Good for him. He
did
figured it out.
He did it.
Makes so much without doing anything, really.
Yeah. Good for you, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, but I liked the movie, so it was fine.
That's good.
Yeah. Should we get into topics?
Sure.
Because we're getting kind of close. All right, so you brought this one in.
Yeah.
I don't know who Bluey is.
So Bluey is a children's cartoon from Australia
Okay.
about a blue heeler dog and her family.
Blue healer.
And I guess recently, Bluey cartoon edited after outrage over alleged fat shaming episode.
Okay.
So in the episode, it looks like the parents are just like, oh, sucks having to lose weight, which is
Which
probably
does.
what everyone is saying.
Yeah.
Every single person says this.
Yeah.
But they went back and they edited it. And I'm like, oh, weak. Just keep it in.
Wait, what did they took it out?
The episode exercise begins with Bluey's father, Bandit, weighing himself while Bluey is in the bath, noting that he needs to do some exercise. His wife, Chili, agrees.
Chili.
And it's like, yeah, this happens all the time in relationships, especially like when you have two kids. It's even harder to like work out and stuff.
Critics
'Cause
said the
they're-
show could lead young viewers developing worries about their own bodies. Well, shouldn't they develop
They should have
worries about
some
their
kind
bodies?
of worry about it. Like, you should think about it.
Shouldn't there be some notion of being overweight?
Yeah. Not just like, oh, we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah. No, you're beautiful. You're gorgeous.
You're beautiful, just the way you are.
Yeah. See that other kid that's 30 pounds lighter? He's not. He's ugly.
Ew.
You're beautiful.
Do you see him? He doesn't eat 3 sandwiches at once.
Doesn't have hot dogs falling out of his shirt.
Yeah.
That section of the show has now been cut after some parents and health experts raised concerns on social media about body shaming.
Ugh.
Some said they did not want their children to see adults being dissatisfied with the shape of their bodies and only using exercise to lose weight. What that doesn't. I don't even have any words.
Wait,
Why
so
would don't want children to see adults being dissatisfied with the shape of their bodies? What adult is not dissatisfied with the shape of their body?
in
some way.
Every adult.
In some way, you can have like a perfect body, be like, oh, I don't really like my shoulder blades, or like there's always some kind of. There's never like you never look in the mirror and just be like, I'm perfect.
And if you are, there's something wrong with you.
Or good for you if you are.
Somehow passed by the chatter in your head.
Yeah.
That says you fat piece of shit. Fat ass.
Yes. Only using well, this sounds like a little. Like this would be happening in California.
How would it?
Not in Australia.
Yeah. Like, what does that Australia care about it? They shouldn't care about it.
He doesn't even look that over. He looks like a normal square like the rest of them.
Bluey has been criticized for not having enough gender or color diversity.
Where does it say? Oh, right there.
They're dogs.
Blue is a pretty diverse color, isn't it?
That's what I thought.
Oh.
Apparently, not enough.
I'm worried this sort of stuff I'm worried about this sort of stuff that you get a lot of social justice messaging within cartoons, blah, 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 blah. You even had the Pink News do a report on Bluey on this very last year where they criticized it, saying there weren't enough, whatever, it's a dog show.
Dogs of color.
Is that what it said? Oh my God.
Oh wait, where is
this? Is out of hand.
Oh, dogs of color. I've never seen a blue dog, so this seems pretty diverse.
Yeah, like my dog Lucy is a blue healer. You
but they're
kind
not
of tell,
blue.
but it's not blue.
Yeah.
It's not Stitch.
That's the German pointers that are blue, right?
Yeah.
They're not blue.
There's just a hue.
Yeah, they've got like a little tint to them.
A little tinty.
Yeah, well,
God damn it, woke culture.
Stuff going on. So I saw this.
Ooh.
Harrison Ford reveals this is his last time as Indiana Jones.
Oh.
You think?
Does he think? Is that what he says?
You think he's going to survive the premiere?
Oh.
I mean...
Dial of Destiny. This is my last time. Damn it.
Seems that Indy's hanging up his hat for good. This is the final film in the series, and this is the last time I'll play the character. I anticipate that it'll be the last time he appears in the film. Ford, 80. 80 total film. Man, 80 years old.
Yeah,
80 years old and still jumping around with a whip.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It's got to be CGI, right?
Some of it. He does some stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Last I heard, he crashed a plane into the 405.
He could fly a plane still, I guess.
Clearly, he has dementia.
He can't fly a plane.
He can't fly a plane. He crashed it. Did you miss him say that he crashed the plane?
He's just not that good at it.
Or he's just 80.
It was probably to train for the last Indiana Jones.
Yeah, but you train to crash.
To fly it and then land.
And then that's when you realize, oh, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And crash the plane.
All right. Get Spielberg on the line. Edit my contract.
Yeah, he did that Star Wars movie too.
No more planes.
Came back for Star Wars, but only if they killed him.
Gosh.
Can't be in 3 more of these.
This guy.
Yeah, 40 years of doing this.
There's no way. How do you keep doing that?
Did you see the last one? The Aliens one?
It was whatever.
I mean, and I would say mentally, Harrison Ford's still there. Physically, he's old. But
yeah,
I mean, I saw him. He's in a show called Shrinking on Apple TV.
Yeah,
it's a really good.
That's
show.
a good show.
Yeah, he's really good in that.
Okay,
you still got it.
We'll find out on June 30th.
This is my last.
I haven't really heard much about this movie.
All I heard was that Steven Spielberg liked it.
Well,
Whatever.
He's old too, so
yeah.
I'll just Steven Spielberg. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out later. Okay, so I'll save that one for the last one. We have 10 minutes.
Okay.
I don't know if I want to do this one. We can go real quick. Internet divided over. It's not this. It's not her. Internet divided over curvy mermaid statue in Italy. She got a booty.
Ooh.
She got a booty.
She got a booty.
She got a booty.
Okay, but we don't care about Dylan Mulvaney though.
Oh,
So
here
this
we
is
go,
this is
Oh.
okay. Well, that's the front of it.
Yeah.
Of this statue. Let me show you the pictures before I read it.
Oh. Wait.
That's the tail. That's the tail. Okay.
tail. Okay.
But that's the
Oh
ass.
my
Whoa.
lord.
Okay. So they did. Have you ever seen The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know they gave that mermaid a vagina.
Mm.
This is kind of the back end of that. They gave her an ass.
Wow.
Some pointed out that it's unusual the mermaid has both human backside and fishtail. But let's go back to the beginning here. Social media users have weighed in on the controversy over a voluptuous mermaid statue in southern Italy, and most critics are taking issue with the mermaid having both human backside and a fishtail.
Oh,
That
no.
won't be in the new Little Mermaid movie.
Nope.
The debate aroused by the mermaid is welcome, as long as it is about such issues like the freedom of artistic expression or the remains of an ancient and out of the time way of looking at the female or male body.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I mean, it's just an ass. The school created the statue as a way to honor Rita Levi, whatever, a late Italian senator and Nobel laureate.
Laureate?
Laureate.
Nobel laureate?
Yeah.
She received the Nobel Prize.
Oh.
Okay, easy.
Hello.
According to the Monopoly time.
What?
Monopoly. Hey.
Here we go.
I'm guessing that's a Monopoly, but I'm calling it Monopoly. It looks like a mermaid with two silicone breasts and above all a
Oh.
huge ass never seen before on a mermaid. At least on Eddie. I know.
Wow, I wasn't even going to say that they were fake tits.
Whoopi Goldberg weighed in on the news saying she got a booty and ridiculing people for making such a big deal about something that is not real.
I was about to say that.
Oh, my
Yeah.
A mermaid could be whatever
Yeah.
you want. They're not
Yeah.
real.
Mermaids
Why do
aren't
we
real.
care so much about mermaids?
They're not real. Or are they?
Oh.
I don't think kids are thinking, ooh, she's sexy. Goldberg said, I don't know why I said that in black accent. Goldberg said before the host devoted devolved into an argument how a mermaid can have both a backside and a fishtail. Okay. What are your thoughts?
Kids
Clint?
aren't thinking that, but
Adults are like, she
Yeah.
got booty. Like Whoopi.
My God. She's
What are
got
your
a
thoughts
nice,
about this?
nice ass.
Bootylicious mermaid.
Wow. Make more of them.
Make more of them.
Yeah.
Okay. At least it made it a nice butt.
Yeah.
We brought up King Charles earlier, and I don't know if you know, but he's got like sausage fingers.
Ugh.
So this thing, you
What?
can suck on King Charles sausage fingers for $60.
Why?
God. The king's sex-up subjects can suck on his infamous sausage fingers for just over $60.
Ugh.
But it's not what you link or think. This goes back to what I said last week about these fucking puns.
no.
Idiots. These are vapes, though, I guess. Coronation vapes that look like his fingers. Would you suck on one of these?
No.
Not even for the clout?
Not even for
These
clout.
these are look at his fingers.
Not even if they were Diana's.
Okay. But
Yeah,
these are
look at
sausages.
those. He does. Why does he have sausage
It's gotta be
fingers?
some kind of disease.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does not seem healthy.
Like a water retaining disease
Yeah.
of some kind. Oh, it's a smoker.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Damn, my laptop's
Loved a cigarette.
chugging right now. It's a bit of coronation
Jeez.
fun, but based on the expert comments, the collection can make you just more than 10 digits rich. 10 digits richer in 50 years' time. The e-cigarettes aren't the only blah, 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 blah. I think I'd buy one of these for the novelty.
You would do it?
Yeah, maybe get a picture with him.
Oh.
Got
All
a
right.
ring on it, too. Or
Kinda
this
like-
one does.
Marks. Like his real hand.
If you had to replicate a part of your body that could be sucked on as a vape, what would you replicate?
As a vape?
Yeah. And don't say dick, 'cause that's the easy option.
That's too easy, yeah. Maybe my upper
Your mole?
ab.
Just
My,
kidding.
my mole. Maybe my upper abs.
Upper ab? Okay.
Upper abs. Season.
I don't know, man. I don't even know what part of my body I want sucked like that.
Yeah.
That's
I'd do like an elbow or something.
Elbow.
Something innocuous.
Think you have nice elbows?
No, but like, I don't know. I think it's like and you can move it around too.
not a
if
bad
you have
elbow.
to. You can use it like one
Yeah.
of those air things.
Oh. Do a whole arm.
Yeah. Attach an arm to my mouth.
Here it is. Suck either end.
Yeah. Oh.
Wow.
We can suck at
Either.
the same time?
Oh, ew. Nope.
You take the fist, I'll take the shoulder.
On it.
Okay, let's get to the last one. This episode's gone on too long. Their math, they didn't cry.
my
We're talking
God.
about sucking on fingers. Okay. So
be-
we'll finish with the Zodiac episode.
Okay. Ooh, Super Mario Bros.
Question, yeah.
character.
So, as is tradition so far, and I think I'm going to keep this one. I like this tradition. Which Super Mario Bros. Character are you based on your Zodiac sign? So, Clint, I now know that you're Aries.
Whoopoo.
It's been, first one. You're Mario.
Wow, main character. over
Mario,
here.
oh my God.
Yeah.
It is all about me.
Well, wait till we get to mine.
Knew it.
Super Mario Brothers was released in video games April 20, making the titular character in Aries. Subsequent iterations have shown Mario to be an eager and enthusiastic athlete, you rustled, that takes losses hard and heroism seriously and is always ready to re-enter the fray. This cardinal fire sign goes for bold lives. Goes for bold, lives for love, power ups. I can't fucking read. Power ups, a villain, banishing quest for greatness. Oh, that sounds weird. Fearless with a taste for the color red.
Huh?
Mario is a pure Aries fire.
Pure Aries fire.
What are your thoughts?
Whoopoo. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah. It's pretty
How do you feel about
spot on.
red?
Red's cool. I don't try to wear it a lot.
Okay,
I'm a little red today.
a little bit. More of
A little bit.
a brownish.
Brown.
Oh, your arm.
My arms,
Yeah,
yeah.
burned.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's see.
Always ready to re-enter the fray.
That's the goal.
What's the goal?
Get back
I
at
knew
it.
it.
That's you, but we'll
Spawn.
just wait. Just wait. So Leo, me is Donkey Kong.
Ooh.
Leos are natural performers and true romantics who rule the heart.
Absolutely.
wow.
Oh,
You're such a romantic.
I'm such a romantic. In kind, Donkey Kong's signature move is beating his fist against his chest, and his character's first on-screen move was absconding with Mario's girlfriend.
Ooh.
Leos are born wanting to be recognized for the regal beings that they are, true, and oft style and accessories to match their presumed station. I've got like palm trees on. So maybe. Enter Kong, he of the iconic hair and monogrammed tie. Runner-up with the blue hair. Oh, the child star entry goes to Ludwig von Koopa.
Koopa.
I would rather be Ludwig. That's okay. That's fine. I'll accept
Right.
that. There's not really a lot. Your description and my description, there's not really a lot going on in these.
Yeah, it's not much.
So, I mean, I don't ever beat my chest or abscond with someone else's girlfriend, but
And you should try it sometime.
maybe I should.
Who knows?
So, Caesar, Gemini.
Aw,
Toad.
Toad.
He's a toad.
I was like thinking, I was trying to guess. I was like, this motherfucker likes to talk. So that's why.
Yeah. Ruled by Mercury and emblematic of the liminal.
Okay.
Liminal. Gemini is hard to nail down, accurately describe, or truly understand. Qualities that could easily be applied to Toad, who is all things and nothing, without creed, judgment, or gender.
Wow. Genderless.
These are they.
Good for you.
Deeply curious and ever questioning. Well, there's a toadette. There's a girl toad.
Yeah, this girl's.
Oh, yeah.
Deeply curious and ever questioning the fabric of reality and the construct of time, Toad displays some of the finer points of the Gemini archetype. Toad's most prominent accessory is his mushroom cap, and coincidentally, most Geminis could benefit from psilocybin.
Psilocybin therapy.
Psil-
Yeah,
Psilocybin.
so
Oh, wow.
Eating magic mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
I've done that a couple times. It has done nothing for me. So-
Aw.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Toad.
All right. I don't know if are you ever deeply curious or ever questioning the fabric of reality and the construct of time?
yes, all the time.
Okay, there. Yes.
Every night, if you know what I'm
a
saying.
deep question with just a yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Let's
sure.
see if there's a Yoshi on here.
Ooh.
Who is Yoshi?
Oh.
Libra?
Libras.
Libra?
I want to get Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Well,
Motivated?
To keep the peace. That's the opposite of you. It says motivated to keep the peace.
but I like Yoshi. I'm a Yoshi fan. Oh, who's Wario? Sagittarius.
Ugh.
Poet on a motorcycle.
Abundance.
All right, enough of this. Cranky, that'd be a cool one. But whatever. All right, so we're at the end here. Is there anything else you want to talk about, Clint?
I think I'm good.
Oh, real quick. Robert De Niro had another baby
Yeah, what the heck?
at 79 years old.
Sounds very biblical. He's like,
Someone fucked a 79-year-old
Yeah.
dude and was like, I'm going to keep it.
how old is the wife? Or
I
the
don't know.
mom?
I didn't look it up. She's younger than him.
It has to be.
That's her right there.
Oh.
27? Oh, no.
Jeez,
That's
what?
that's his kids.
Twin sons. Oh.
Tiffany Chen. Doesn't
No
say how old she
way.
is.
How?
That's crazy.
Yeah. How's he able to do all that?
He's probably not
He's
doing
Robert
anything.
De Niro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if
He's
there was
always had
somebody
it.
that is going to
Hey.
be doing that,
Hugh
Yeah.
Hefner was having orgies in his 80s,
there you go.
so
Wow.
it's possible.
So there's hope for men.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Ouch.
There's hope for you, Clint, to have
There's hope for
orgies in
me.
your 80s.
Oh,
You
good.
sounded real perked up about that.
Yeah.
There's hope.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting that he had a kid at 79.
Yeah. Like, why?
I mean, even the oldest guy would still need some assistance for an orgy, like some pills or something.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Blue
I wouldn't want to
Chew.
have orgies in my 80s.
Well, not
Why
with
wait
that
till then?
Have him now.
Maybe you won't be able to fully enjoy them until you're in your 80s. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what your body's like at that age? So we'll wrap it up on orgies. Thank you for being here, you guys.
Thanks, family.
Caesar, list your plethora of things.
Yeah, you could follow me at Rodriguez Podcast. That's if you want me to create a podcast for you. I can do it in the Southern California area or remotely. You can follow my other show at The Rodriguez Show and my other show, Carla and Caesar's Modern Life on YouTube. And that's it.
Nice.
Friend of the show, Carla.
Mhm.
Carla at the _Clint show. Let's get it.
Are you doing your voices page yet?
I'm working. I mean, I haven't made it yet, but I'm
It's a work in progress.
planning it. Plan.
Okay. Uncle 2_ Marcus on everything. 30s podcast on everything.
Like,
Apple,
subscribe.
Spotify, YouTube. Like
Get
and
it.
subscribe. That's it. Thanks for being here, everybody.
Bye.
See you next time.